Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her. So listen, man. I've been around before while they got into it. I've been around before while they got into it. And like I said before, I don't get into family issues. I stayed the f away.
And y'all better keep my sister's name out your mouth. Thank you.
I told him I had my eye on him.
I said you fuck with her, I'm killing you.
As you should. I told him.
Welcome back to StarHush, where the truth don't hide for long and the tea's always steaming hot. So let's get into this wild situation that's got the whole internet shaking. Word on the street is Halle Bailey might have just leaked a video that could end DDG's career for good. And no, this ain't some clout-chasing mess. This is full-blown drama with court docs, injuries, and even possible jail time. So here's the deal. Allegedly, Chloe exposed a video showing her sister, Halle Bailey, getting physically attacked by her ex, DDG. And when I say attacked, I mean police reports, bruises, chipped teeth, and a whole restraining order kind of situation. The streets are buzzing, and it's not looking good for DDG at all. According to court documents, Halle claims DDG snapped while she was trying to buckle their son Halo into the car seat. She says he yelled, "Get out my car, B!" And then things got violent. Allegedly, he slammed her head into the steering wheel, yanked her by the hair, and chipped her tooth. She even submitted pics of bruises on her arms and that damaged tooth as proof. But wait, it gets messier. Some folks online are calling foul on that chipped tooth. There's a viral video from a Barb account claiming that the broken tooth Halle showed actually belongs to her sister Chloe. You heard that right. People are out here wondering if this is a cover-up, a setup, or something way deeper behind the scenes. And get this, DDG supposedly didn't even know about the restraining order until TMZ reported it first. Even his own brother, Dub, was caught off guard.
I can say anything. How the fuck do you walk into a courtroom, get a restraining order, and then TMZ find out before my brother find out? That's not fucking normal, y'all. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. That's not normal. How do you go into a courtroom, request a thing, and then TMZ?
Now let this sink in for a second. TMZ broke the news before DDG even knew he had a restraining order filed against him. Like what? The media caught wind before the man even got a phone call, a letter, anything. But hey, that's how these court orders usually play out. There's no advance notice when safety's on the line. Now this whole thing actually traces back to January. That's when Halle says DDG first put hands on her, but she didn't report it right away. Instead, she stayed quiet for over 100 days before finally going to the police. And of course, DJ Academics was quick to point that out. He's out here asking why now? Why speak up right as DDG's career is picking up steam again? But hold up, this ain't the time for victim blaming. Because once you hear how Halle described the whole thing in that police report, you'll understand why she stayed silent until now.
You have upgraded yourself and bossed up. You one of the hottest streamers out here. She ain't like that shit. She went for the juggler this time. She went for the juggler. Whatever sponsorships, deals, you were seen pretty brand friendly. Gone and lost are the days where, you know, DG got arrested a couple times for bullshit. You've been pretty good recently. You know what jacket she just threw on?
So let's break this down. DDG and Halle officially broke things off back in October, but things didn't really hit the fan until January. That's when DDG pulled up to Halle's place to handle some parenting stuff with their baby boy, Halo. She was just trying to buckle Halo into his car seat, but according to Halle, that's when DDG's energy shifted real quick. She says he started getting worked up, started yelling and calling her names. Then out of nowhere, she claims he told her, "Get out of my car." And that's when it allegedly turned physical. She says her head hit the steering wheel, he yanked her hair, left bruises on her arms, and even chipped her tooth. But instead of jumping out of the car, she stayed put, terrified, not for herself, but for their baby boy. When they finally made it to DDG's house, she broke down and told his family what had just gone down. They offered to take care of the baby so she could leave, and she did, crying. Now fast forward to today. DDG is under a court order that says he's got to stay at least 100 yards away from Halle. And on top of that, he's banned from talking about her or their son on any of his platforms. No posts, no streams, nothing. But hold on, because the story doesn't stop there. While DDG is facing serious allegations, he's also claiming that he's being set up. And he's not the only one who feels that way. Big names like Aiden Ross, Deshae Frost, and even his loyal fan base think this whole situation might be a calculated move to tear him down right as his career was taking off again. And here's the wild part. Some people say they saw it coming. Blueface, yeah, that Blueface, even tried warning him. And when someone like Blueface, who's no stranger to messy situations, gives you advice about who you start a family with, maybe that's worth thinking about.
Using the kid to boss you around, you know, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out, like, damn, bitch, she like, nope, this, that, you know?
Do it really matter? Do it really
Nah,
matter?
females are, they petty, bro.
It is. I noticed that all girls is
Yeah,
like,
they all like that. It's not just one or two, all of them are petty. So
Yeah.
the second y'all get into y'all little situation, y'all little Twitter beef,
yeah. I don't do that
and
no more.
then the kid, it's like, oh, shit.
It's over. I just know
Part of life.
I can't have no baby mama, bro.
Yeah.
She had a baby by me.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to do that, man.
Yeah, but like,
You know, I only got one and I'm still rocking with her, so.
you don't think you're
Because when the news started spreading like wildfire, Aiden Ross was actually live, and he didn't hold back. He straight up said what a lot of folks had already been whispering, that Halle might be twisting the story to fit a certain narrative. And get this, DDG found out about it while watching the stream. When he saw the claims being made, people said he looked straight up crushed, like the hurt was written all over his face.
Why are they saying DDG is weak? Alright, I'm looking at her story now. Oh, fuck. Fuck all that, fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real.
But,
That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human
not
being.
even- but I don't
But hey,
understand.
bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like, I gotta be
Just
the
don't
selling
do it, bro. Come here, come here.
Don't even make no
Fuck all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone who got anything to say.
Fuck the fake narratives, my nigga. Stop.
Now here's where it gets wild. Online detectives started digging through DDG's old live streams and pulled timestamps proving he was on live during the exact moment Halle claimed he sent her those so-called creepy texts about her bed. So, let's be real. Either DDG's out here time traveling or something in her story just isn't adding up. One of the things Halle said in that report was that DDG supposedly showed up to her house uninvited, snuck into her bedroom, took a photo of her bed, and sent her a message like, "Now I know what you've been on." She said it felt super invasive, like he was accusing her of stepping out on him. But if this man was streaming the entire time, how could he have possibly been creeping around her place in secret? Either he cloned himself or someone's story is off. Now here's another twist. Just a couple days before she filed that restraining order, Halle was out in St. Lucia with her sister Chloe, celebrating Mother's Day. And yes, that's the same Chloe folks believe leaked the footage that allegedly shows DDG putting his hands on her sister. But something about that trip rubbed fans the wrong way. Halle was on social media posting like she was completely solo. No man in sight, just out there having peaceful mommy time with her baby. Then boom, DDG slides into her text and hits her with, "You out there with Brett Faye?" And Halle responds, "Not with any man out here, I have Halo." But still, people were speculating heavy that Brett Faye was with her out there. And some say that's what got DDG all fired up again, because when someone starts acting out of character online, you already know the label's not far behind with some cleanup or chaos. And that's when the conspiracy hit social media like a wrecking ball. fans started noticing something strange. Every time a male artist gets hit with serious allegations, the woman involved tends to be signed under either Roc Nation or Beyoncé's label, Parkwood Entertainment. Coincidence? Or is there something deeper? Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, Roc Nation, Chris Brown and Chloe Bailey, Parkwood, now DDG and Halle Bailey, Parkwood again. It's not just fans saying this either. Influencers, bloggers, even other celebs have started saying this might be a pattern, not just some random series of messy breakups.
Notice that they got DDG when he was at his highest. My nigga just dropped an album, did all type of collab. Y'all waited for him to drop an album? They waited for my nigga to be at the top of his career right now. All type of collabs, everything going. And then y'all hit him with he's beating up Haley now? My nigga, that's tough. I don't believe it. I don't.
Now this next part, straight up mind-blowing. A popular blogger came right out and said it. He believes Halle and Roc Nation came for DDG right when his career was finally heating up again. And honestly, the timing does seem a little too perfect to just ignore. DDG's music numbers were climbing, his YouTube channel was booming again, brand deals were rolling in, and he was picking up serious traction with a new fan base, and then out of nowhere, bam! A major domestic abuse accusation hits him, but from something that allegedly happened 3 months ago. You can believe what you want, but a whole lot of folks on social media are calling this suspicious. And get this, even Blueface and DJ Academics, two dudes who barely even rock with each other, are both saying the same thing. Something ain't sitting right here. That alone got people taking a second look. But hold up, there's more. DDG's longtime friend Deshae Frost, who's been part of their circle since the beginning, spoke up too. And he said point blank, DDG left Halle because she was the one being toxic, not the other way around.
Diddy used to tell me, nigga, she used to smack the shit out of him on the bed. He chilling, she smacking the shit out of him. Real shit. Bow, he was sitting in his bed. Bow! Like, real shit.
Of course, that's exactly what people expected him to say, right? But behind closed doors, folks are now questioning if Halle was really the sweet, innocent Disney princess she seemed to be. Word is, she was allegedly the one getting physical, and DDG just got fed up with all the disrespect. Now, before anyone says Deshae is just backing up his homeboy out of loyalty, think about it. What would he even gain from lying like that? He's risking his own name by speaking out, so that says a lot.
It was fun, wasn't it? Ow! Stuck on my foot, but I'm not gonna say nothing because of my girlfriend. Ouch.
But if you needed one more reason to question that innocent image Halle's been holding on to, check out this video that just popped back up online. In the clip, she's straight up yelling at DDG's brother, Dub, right in front of the kids. It got so heated, DDG himself had to step in and tell her to calm down.
Niggas trying to hit me. Stop cheating.
This ain't just internet gossip anymore. It's on video now. And that's a serious problem for someone who just got a domestic violence restraining order in their favor. But let's keep it real. That order wasn't handed out just for the vibes. Halle submitted photos that convinced the court to take her side. Still, here's where things start to look a little off. If that chipped tooth turns out to be fake, and those bruises can't be backed up with any official medical report, this whole case might start falling apart. And don't forget the part where Halle claimed DDG broke into her house, snapped a pic of her bed, and texted her saying, "Now I know what you've been on." Well, online detectives came through strong and pulled up DDG's live stream, showing that he was live during the exact same time she said he was creeping in her room. Unless DDG's got teleportation powers, that might just prove she was stretching the truth. That one clip alone got a whole chunk of the internet switching sides. But it doesn't stop there. According to Halle, during one of the drop-offs, DDG allegedly went off after she wouldn't let him take Halo because they were both sick. She says he got mad, smashed her ring cam, snatched her phone, took off in his car, and tossed her phone out the window yelling, "Go get it!" That's wild if true. Here's where it gets even messier. Halle claims the ring cam caught the whole thing on video, but guess what? That footage still hasn't been seen. If there's a whole video showing everything, and Chloe supposedly had the guts to leak a different video showing DDG allegedly putting hands on Halle, then why didn't this clip come out too? Unless maybe that footage doesn't exist at all. Now let's be fair here. DDG ain't exactly a saint in this situation either. An old video of him just resurfaced where he's on live stream casually admitting that he messed up somebody's property, and fans are thinking he's talking about Halle.
I know you broke up with an ex and she went crazy, or she did something to you, you did something to her. Vandalized something.
Yeah, vandalism.
What you vandalized? Her or you?
I vandalized a few things before. You know, like broke a phone or something. Broke a little TV or something like that.
Now, if that clip of DDG admitting to damaging property is legit and happened recently, it could seriously back up parts of Halle's story. But if it's old news from way before the current drama, then it's just another messy moment being dragged into something fresh. Either way, the damage has already been done, and DDG going radio silent is only adding fuel to the fire. For a dude who's usually all over social media, his sudden quietness is suspicious. Ever since that restraining order hit the internet, DDG hasn't said a word. And for someone who's typically vocal and always online, that silence is loud. Now, some folks are saying it's court-ordered. Remember, the judge reportedly told him not to post or stream anything about Halle or baby Halo, so this could be a stay quiet or end up in jail kind of situation. Others think his legal team told him to zip it and let the court handle everything behind the scenes. But with the internet ripping his name apart daily, being quiet might actually be hurting him more than helping. In the court of public opinion, silence sometimes screams guilt, whether it's true or not. But now let's zoom out a little and look at the pattern. Megan Thee Stallion signs to Roc Nation. Boom, she accuses Tory Lanez. He goes to jail, even with missing evidence and folks saying there was reasonable doubt. Chris Brown, he's been publicly dragged by people linked to Roc Nation even after he apologized and tried to move forward. Now DDG, just when his numbers are climbing again, the YouTube's back on fire. Brand deals coming in hot. Suddenly this huge case drops on his name. Every time one of these black male artists starts catching a second wind, bam, something hits them like a truck. If you still think all this is just coincidence, that's your right. But a lot of people out there are raising their eyebrows and whispering, maybe, just maybe, Roc Nation's pattern ain't so random after all.
Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her. So listen, man. I've been around before while they got into it. And like I said before, I don't get into family issues. I stayed the away. I done seen them get into it before. Let me put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. As a man, have you ever been in a situation where a woman is just whooping the man? Matter of fact, fuck that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Halle was beating the out of this nigga. I'm talking about swinging on this. I'm talking about piecing this up. Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? So, are you just, you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No.
You really gotta pause and ask yourself, if Chloe Bailey's alleged leaked clip actually hits the public, she could have just shut DDG's career down in one click. And let's not act like Chloe is just some random person. This is Haley's sister, Beyonce's handpicked protege, signed to the same Parkwood label. That means this move, it's layered. Now the video that popped up had everybody shook. It showed what looked like DDG and Halle wrestling inside a car, and folks online claimed it came straight out of Chloe's own camera roll. That's when things got heated. But here's where it starts smelling a little off. If Chloe had this footage for months, why sit on it this whole time? Why leak it now? Because look at the timing. Right as Halle files for full custody of Halo, asks for permission to move out to Italy, and gets a gag order on DDG. That video just happens to drop. That's not a coincidence. That's strategy. This whole thing is moving like chess, not checkers. According to court papers, DDG allegedly slammed Haley's head on the steering wheel during that tussle. But let's slow it down. Wrestling and assault aren't the same thing, especially when this moment went down in the middle of a custody fight. We've already seen footage of Haley yelling at DDG's brother, throwing fits in front of the kids, and there's talk she's been physically aggressive off camera too. So now people are wondering, was this DDG trying to calm down a wild situation, or is it really what they're calling domestic violence? Haley says she's got proof, bruises, a chipped tooth, and supposedly ring camera footage. But where's the footage? Not 1 second of it has hit the internet. Meanwhile, DDG's fans are bringing out timestamps from his live streams that allegedly prove he couldn't have done what she's claiming in at least one of the incidents. Now, folks online are real divided. Some say this is all finally catching up to DDG, and others swear he's getting framed. Either way, the timing, the players involved, and the silence from Haley's camp on key details got people looking sideways. One user even posted, "Oh, so this is why DDG been doing damage control on the low." DDG's been on full-blown defense mode online. His fans have been out here going hard, dragging Haley left and right, painting her out to be the villain. He even kicked off this girls love DDG community to shift the narrative, like he's really got the internet in the palm of his hand. But let's be real, the dragging he's getting on Reddit, TikTok, and X, it's brutal. Some folks are even pushing to get his brand deals pulled. But at the same time, DDG's loyal base ain't folding. They're saying this whole thing smells like a setup, like somebody's out here trying to shut him down just as his career was leveling up again. And now, it's not just fans choosing sides. Celebs are joining the mix too. Aiden Ross is standing with DDG. Deshae Frost has been dropping behind the scenes tea. And the biggest shock of all, DDG's mom just entered the chat. She usually stays quiet, never jumping in the internet drama, but this time, she had enough. She posted on her Instagram, and the fan base felt it. Her words were heavy. "I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, the lies, and hatred toward mine. However, these accusations have made me realize that I've been quiet too long." That's coming from a mother who's watched her son take hit after hit without clapping back. Now that she's speaking up, fans think she's about to drop some receipts herself. Maybe even proof that Haley was the one causing problems behind closed doors. There's also talk that Chloe's alleged leaked video wasn't for protection, but retaliation. Let's zoom out for a second, because this situation is starting to look familiar. Ever notice how artists tied to Beyonce and Rock Nation always seem to get this unshakable layer of protection? When Megan went after Tory, the industry turned on him instantly. Music pulled, blogs blacklisted him, celebrities keeping their distance. Chris Brown, same deal. Accusations, proven or not, tanked his image for years. Now look at DDG. As soon as he starts blowing up again, boom, suddenly hit with the kind of PR nightmare that's almost impossible to bounce back from. And it's all happening while Haley's still tied to Disney and Parkwood. She's the image of innocence, the sweetheart, the it girl. And people are scared to question her side. But not everybody's playing along. Some folks are peeling the curtain back, and it's getting real messy. One of the wildest parts, TMZ had those court docs before DDG even did. His own brother Dub said it best.
I can say anything. How the fuck do you walk into a courtroom, get a restraining order, and then TMZ find out before my brother find out? That's not fucking normal, y'all.
Now let's talk about the real elephant in the room. Who leaked all this info in the first place? Some people are looking straight at Haley's camp. If they really pushed this out to the media before DDG even knew what hit him, then this wasn't just a legal move. It was a full-blown PR play. A rollout, loud and messy, designed to hit hard before the other side could respond. Think about it. DDG didn't get a heads up. No phone call, no warning. Just woke up and saw his name trending with legal terms attached to it. That's wild. So where does DDG go from here? His silence right now is saying a lot. Could be he's playing it smart and following that court order to stay quiet. Maybe his legal team told him, don't post, don't tweet, don't stream, just lay low. Or maybe He's staying quiet because he doesn't want to say something that could make things worse, especially now that more content is popping up, like that old clip where he admits to damaging his ex's property. Whether that's recent or old, you better believe prosecutors might use it to build a pattern if they want to. And if that video Khloe allegedly leaked really is real and becomes part of the case, she could be called to testify, no question. At that point, she's more than a sister. She's part of the evidence chain. Now don't get it twisted. This ain't about picking sides blindly. Nobody's saying Haley's lying, and nobody's saying DDG's completely clean. But when you step back and really look at the timing, Khloe drops a video right when Halle files for relocation and custody. TMZ somehow gets the restraining order before it even reaches DDG's hands. Fans start finding holes in the timeline. That mysterious ring footage she says exists still hasn't surfaced. Blueface, Deshae Frost, even Aiden Ross, all questioning the way this played out. And while all this is happening, Hailey's in Italy filming with full custody of baby Halo. It's looking less like random chaos and more like strategy, a high-level chess match with Parkwood making big moves behind the scenes. And if it is, then wow. This whole narrative just hit a different level. At the end of the day, only two people know what really went down, Halle and DDG. But there's one thing nobody can deny. In this industry, the bigger the label, the louder the media. And when a black artist starts rising, it always feels like somebody's waiting to tear it down. Now, whether DDG bounces back or falls off, that's up to the courts. But the internet, we've got our eyes wide open. So, what do you think? Is DDG getting set up, or did he really cross a line? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Are you riding with Halle or are you standing with DDG? Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the tea. I'll be back with more messy updates, so stay locked in. See you on the next one, my stars and hushers. Don't blink, because this saga is far from over.